We technology companies that are collaborating with a Nigerian startup, PIA Biopharma and the CSI Group, and other international investors to develop and promote the Nigeria Integrated Biopharma Industry Project to establish a world-class biopharma industrial complex for the manufacture of vaccines and essential medicines in Nigeria. While these companies are global industry leaders in their own respect, their collaboration for the NIBI project provides the most potent and most compelling end-to-end basis to successful develop, finance, build, and operate a vaccine plant in Nigeria, given the high levels of safety, quality, and complexities that is demanded. The project is scaled and scoped to answer an urgent need for Nigeria of substantially scaling up its production capacity towards self-sufficiency, especially in the context of the rising COVID-induced vaccine and medicine nationalism and its consequent inequities. The project will also contribute significantly to the reduction of Nigeria's and Africa's heavy disease burden. This is critically important given the current situation whereby Nigeria imports 100% of its vaccine needs and close to 90% of its ethical medicines, and which creates every vulnerabilities for the country. Nigeria's imminent graduation from Gavi further exacerbates the situation. The NIBI project is presently configured as follows. A. Multi-vaccine production plant for 500 million doses per year of routine immunization vaccines, as well as novel vaccines such as COVID-19 vaccines. B. Multi-line pharmaceutical production plant for 5 billion tablets and capsules and liquids of essential therapeutics for the most prevalent communicable and non-communicable diseases in Nigeria. C. Various captive infrastructures that are incremental to a world-class biopharma plant in Nigeria, including power, water treatment, industrial stream, compressed air, pharma gas, and so on. On the completion, the plant will be the largest, highest quality, lowest cost producer of vaccines and therapeutics in the West and Central African region. This also means that the project shall become one of the major hubs for vaccine manufacture in Africa, as envisaged by the EU and the African Unit Partnerships for African Vaccine Manufacturer, PAVM. It will thus attract and be eligible for continental patronage and support. In this regard, the consortium's central role and ability in providing the NIBI project with the enablement to achieve the required global performance, quality and safety standards, including WHO certification and so on, is centrally critical. The project is also in line with the goal of the FGN's national drug policy to make available at all times to the Nigerian populace adequate supplies of drugs that are effective, affordable, safe, and of good quality, and to stimulate increased local production of essential drugs. The project will also provide Nigeria with very good opportunities for technology and know-how transfer for the development of domestic capacity in the emerging field of biotechnology, especially for vaccines, biologics, and therapeutics production. Equally important and at the socio-economic level, the NIBI project is in line with the President's agenda and will deliver very high-impact socio-economic development benefits, including A, the creation of up to 2,000 direct and permanent jobs and development of Nigerian capacity. B, the attraction of up to 600 million euro inward investment into industrializing and diversifying the Nigerian economy. And C, the opportunity for enhanced foreign exchange earnings through export-led manufacturing and for the conservation of SARS Forex through in-country manufacture of essential medical supplies. While Nigeria's size and strategic position in Africa were key considerations for our developing the project, please kindly note that we were also motivated to configure the NIBI project in such a manner for it to merit and attract the FGN support. For this purpose, we are reassured and emboldened by President's leadership and magnanimity on this project, which we believe ensures that Nigeria's national interest will be well served. We have a strong awareness that the project's prospects for success will be greatly enhanced only when critical support and buy-in is delivered from the FGN. As such, we urgently see a unique opportunity whereby Mr. President's kind and direct leadership in the delivery of the FGN's support will ensure success and enable the project to deliver its win-win outcomes to the FGN and the Nigeria populace and other stakeholders in the project. In this regard, we respectfully invite Mr. President to give kind consideration for the FGN's buy-in to the project and the provisioning of critically required support as follows. A, product offtake and bulk purchase agreement. This is essential for financing and implementing the project, particularly since the FGN and its development partners, for example Gavi, is the sole buyer of vaccines, and since there are no alternative, commercially viable terminal markets for the products from the project. B, FGN's advocacy for promotion of the NIBI project as Nigeria's candidate for a continental hub status, and the product's offtake BPA by international offtakers, including UNICEF, Gavi, and the AVATT. The FGN's strong advocacy with the PAVM will provide a compelling basis for international off-takers' patronage and enhance the project's long-term sustainability and commercial viability. C, greenlighting the FGN's participation in the NIBI project. The FGN's participation in the project provides critically important de-risking signals to investors and financiers of the project, especially in the context of the absence of commercially viable terminal markets for the products from the project. And C, where necessary, provision for FGN's sovereign guarantees to enable the NIBI project procure low-cost, long-tenor debt financing, such as ECA-backed buyer's credit facilities. Mr. President is kindly invited to consider and provide your esteemed leadership for the FGN to buy into the project. provide and deliver support and incentives for the project. We thank Mr. President for his graciousness and kindness in sparing time out of his extremely important and busy schedule to grant us his esteemed audience. Thank you very much.
Welcome the leadership of Nigeria Integrated Biopharmaceuticals Industries Consortium and express my sincere gratitude to you for this visit. I commend the Nigeria Integrated Biopharmaceuticals Industries Consortium, made up of European biotechnology companies Merck, Unizima, Romelag, and Fredlab, who are collaborating with the Nigerian startup PIA Biopharma to establish a world-class biopharma industrial complex for the manufacture of vaccines and essential therapeutics here in Nigeria. Having witnessed the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on our health system, our communal life, and national economy, from which we are yet to fully recover, we are reminded that the wealth of our nation is dependent on the health and well-being of its citizens. At the advent of the coronavirus pandemic, Nigeria was quick to respond to what seemed an existential threat by strengthening the health system's capacity to handle the pandemic, an initiative that continues till today in collaboration with the state government, private sector, and international partners. Key lessons of the pandemic are that nations can be brought to their knees by disease outbreaks that cripple national and international trade, and that countries must be able to look inward for sustenance in food and medical supplies. The benefit of this administration's early investment in agriculture came to light during this global turbulence. However, we cannot say the same for essential medicines, health supplies, and most importantly, vaccines to protect our citizens. Increasing the capacity for in-country production of vaccines and medical supplies has therefore become a matter of not just urgency, but of national security. As we saw, many nations who had developed comparative advantages in being centers of biopharmaceutical productions adopted a me-first attitude towards securing their citizens. These actions place developing nations, particularly those in Africa, at severe disadvantage. As part of the fallout and lessons learned emerging from these crises, under my directive, the Minister of Health has been conducting local and international high-level consultations to seek access to the know-how and finance to revive domestic manufacturing of vaccines. This has become more important as Nigeria prepares to fully transition from Kirby support for the supply of vaccines by 2028. Since we consider food and medicine sufficiency as national security issues, technical and financial investments and partnerships are priorities in our policy planning, with assurance that Nigeria has the market and a pool of expert scientists to draw upon from within and outside the country. It is in this respect that foreign direct and indigenous capital through the proposed Nigeria Integrated Biopharmaceuticals Industries project is particularly welcome. I therefore direct the Honorable Minister of Health and his team to work closely with the Nigerian Integrated Biopharmaceuticals Industries Consortium on the federal government support required for the actualization of the Nigeria Integrated Biopharmaceuticals Industries project within the next few months, and to submit progress reports for my review by the end of May 2022. I want Nigeria to make a bold statement in this field, not just for reasons mentioned earlier, but because of its knock-on effects on our economy at large. While the Ministry of Health continues to drive collaboration with investors and investors alike for vaccines, pharmaceuticals, and medical devices in a move towards self-sufficiency, I welcome the Nigeria Integrated Biopharmaceuticals Industries Consortium's desire to partner with the federal government in support of our agenda, and look forward to the implementation of the Nigeria Integrated Biopharmaceuticals Industries project as it takes shape. I thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.